So here's one of our cookies. I want to give you a close-up so you can actually see the crumb on the inside. Nice and flaky. You could probably get away with using a cake flour for this, but I just use AP because it's easy. Hey everybody, welcome to It's Just Food with Mike. I'm Mike. Today I'm making another cookie thing for our little series on Christmas cookies. We're doing Snickerdoodles today. It's one of my favorites. I love them. I'm about the only one in the family that really likes them, but I make them just because I like them. Really simple recipe. Stick around. I'll show you how we do it. Okay, so this is a two-part recipe. I already recorded this and I had to redo it because there was an issue with the sound. The coating for the outside of the cookies is going to be 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. Just combine those together and set those aside for when we need them. In here, I've got 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, along with 1.5 cups of sugar. I've got 1/4 teaspoon of salt, kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. It's the only thing I ever use cream of tartar for is that. And then 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I will have everything in the description below. I actually used one of my videos just today because I needed a recipe for my cornbread. I couldn't find it in my book, so I had to go back to one of my videos and find the quantities. So what we do is this. We simply, with our electric mixer, because we're smart and we're not going to use a whisk, mix this all together, just get it all incorporated. You can sift this ahead if you want to. I've never really found a need to do that with this recipe. Okay. We're going to add 1 cup of butter, or 2 sticks, salted, softened butter. Mix that all in. And 2 eggs. And I add 1 at a time because otherwise you might have a problem with them incorporating. Try not to get any shells in there. You'll be having a mouthful of shell when you eat this. When I get it to that point, I'm going to take it out and knead it up a little bit. We're not trying to build gluten in this at all. We just want to get it to the point to where we can pack it into little balls. And we'll, of course, use our little 2-ounce scoop like I always do. Get it to all come together and stick to itself. We want to get all of the flour in here incorporated with the moisture from the egg and the butter. That's how you get a nice dough. But again, we're not trying to build gluten here. These cookies are soft and chewy. If you've had them, you know. But this is my favorite recipe for these. Just get it to come together and try to do it as quick as you can so you don't have a lot of gluten buildup. So that's that. Now comes the part where we toss. What I like to do actually is get all of these incorporated into balls and then toss them. It just goes a lot quicker. We simply take our little 2-ounce scooper here, take our little balls, lay them all out, and then we'll go ahead and coat them all at once and then get them in the oven. 400-degree oven. It's going to bake for 7 minutes. Okay. So once you get all the balls made, like I said, I make them ahead of time. Just toss them in there, toss them around. Coat it really good. Do that with all these balls. Get the coating on them, and like I said, oven, 400 degrees for 7 minutes. I keep them at the top of the oven because I don't want these things to brown up really. All I'm trying to do is get them to flatten out and turn into cookies, basically. All right, so they cook for a little bit more than 7 minutes. They went about 9. When you put it at the top of your oven, sometimes, depending on what the weather's doing outside, it will actually affect the temperature inside your oven in different spots. I'm going to let them sit on these sheet trays for 5 more minutes, and then I'll transfer them over here to these wire racks here, and then they'll cool down and they'll be ready to eat. So here's one of our cookies. I want to give you a close-up so you can actually see the crumb on the inside. Nice and flaky. You could probably get away with using a cake flour for this, but I just use AP because it's easy. Let's give it a taste. That's what we're going for. We're going for that soft, chewy texture. You see how simple it is to make these as I throw it around the place here. Delicious cookie. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think of it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends, and leave a comment. If there's something you want to see, let me know because I will make what you asked me to make. I'll see you all next time. Have an awesome day.